And don't think for 1 minute you're gonna have your own bed and your own way and everything like that. No, you be in here and you be with buckets. You use buckets at night. Back in the day, we used to do it when we grow up. Punishment up here. Now whoever gets to the bed first, they sleep in the bed. Other than that, you sleep on your mattress. That's the life you all want? Pardon me? That's the life you want? Take the smirk off your face. You can wait it on.
They laughing. Look at that smirking mom. Somebody laughing. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game and this ain't no joke.
She's smirking. Who is that smirking?
Understand this real.
That's you, Chubby? That's you? Who did they follow? That's you? So who did they smirking? The PO say somebody smirking.
Once you look like you're smiling, you're smirking to me. Read body language. We read body language up here. So what you could get away with rolling your eye and shrugging your shoulder and carrying on. Oh, that's body language. You get locked up here for that. We believe in strict discipline because out there ain't no game. And y'all seeing it ain't no game out there. This what y'all want? And you own no cell phones. So, and you're a juvenile, so definitely no smoking. So there's nothing called comfort. Okay? Let's get real. Let's get real. I don't want you to tell me, yo, no, mom, yes, mom, in here. And then when you get out there, you be rude and stink to your parent or your guardian. That ain't cutting it. That ain't cutting it.
I need to tap on.
You want me to get up? I have to tell you when to get up, when to sit down, when to use the restroom, when to shower, when to eat. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all will get. Y'all have luxury out there. Real talk. Yeah, I know that line. Real talk. You don't see what happened in the females out there? Because I know all you on social media. Facebook, what you name it, TikTok.
Instagram.
Time to get real. This real here. This real. This realness.
It ain't real, tell it real. It ain't real, tell it real.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, a local school struck by lightning leaves students and a teacher hospitalized. Plus, an island-wide power outage under assessment. And the full report on an alleged suicide leaked. Our ZNS News team speaks with the officer in charge. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, everyone. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, wicked weather on Grand Bahama, leaving 8 persons at a local high school on the island hospitalized and sending shockwaves throughout the community. The frightening experience resulting in early dismissal and a full assessment of the premises. Our Shalia Roll leads us off tonight.
A scary situation unfolding at the Bishop Michael Eldon High School on Thursday morning. It was at this tree by the computer lab where lightning struck, darting onto the concrete, leaving several persons injured. But today, many of them are counting their blessings.
It was a terrifying experience I've never in my life ever experienced. such loud thunder and lightning. So
What started off as a normal school day at the Bishop Michael Eldon School quickly changed as lightning struck onto the concrete as students were lining up to enter their computer class. Students say to see the effects of the act of nature is traumatizing. Tiana Roll, student at the school, gives her account as she experienced the lightning strike firsthand.
When the lightning struck us, we was outside and everybody to fall down and we'd run inside the classroom. And then we was walking around and just praying, and then blood just started dropping from their ears and their hands. And they was just crying and saying it hurting, and I'd feel so bad I'd start crying.
Now, a teacher was making a phone call as the lightning struck. She thought that she was not affected, but later realized that she was struck by lightning.
I've been having some pain in the arm and just realized I have a torn shirt. So I'm going to go get checked out after I dismiss the rest of my homeroom kids.
As this was a traumatizing event for all involved, here is the reaction of a parent and administration at the school.
Yes, and I was very concerned as a parent. You know, you have your kids and in the school you think they're safe, so to hear something like that happen, you know, this is an act of nature, so there's nothing you can do, but it's pretty scary, man.
Became very emotional. However, seeing the other students in distress, I had to control my emotions and deal with the situation at hand.
Frightened because the noise was so loud, but we were looking to the south because we thought something had happened from that end when word came that no, it looks as if 2 students were possibly hit and they were outside the IT lab.
Now, under advisement from police officials, students have been sent home for the remainder of the day. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shelia Roll.
Now, the Public Hospitals Authority acknowledges that a number of pediatric patients are currently being assessed and treated at the Rand Memorial Hospital in Freeport following the lightning strike. According to the PHA, the patients, totaling 8 in number, are all in stable condition, both clinically and neurologically. They are presently undergoing assessment with indicated tests. Of these patients, it is anticipated that 5 may be discharged from the emergency department, while the remaining 3 may be referred for further management and observation. In other news, for 4 hours on Wednesday, the island of Grand Bahama experienced an island-wide power outage as a severe system moved through the northern Bahamas with lightning and thunder. While residents voiced their frustration on the power outage, the Grand Bahama Power Company chief shares how the plant was impacted and why a blackout was indeed necessary. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
A severe lightning activity taking place last night that took out the Grand Bahama Power Company's plant. Here you can see the red dots that show just about the entire island being hit by lightning. The Chief Operating Officer for Grand Bahama Power Company, Lakina Mullings, telling us as a result of the lightning striking, their system automatically went into protection mode due to the surge in voltage.
Each red dot represents a lightning strike. And so normally when we have any type of lightning activity, the colors can range from red, green, and yellow. Red is the most severe. And so what you can see before we lost the system was an extremely severe lightning storm.
The Chief Operating Officer noting that their first priority for reconnection will always be the hospital and the well field, and then the wider community.
I know a lot of times we see the system pass and we think it's just, you know, similar to I want to hop in my car, turn the key, start the engine, or flip the switch and the power's on. But it does take time. Safety is always going to be our first priority.
But as many sat and waited for hours on updates, social media posters also sharing their frustration on how the Grand Bahama Power Company updates post comment section was turned off. Many also questioning whether or not Grand Bahama Power Company is hurricane ready.
Grand Bahama Power Company is ready for hurricane season. We have actually activated our storm response plan, our storm response charter committee, and we have actively been meeting.
And she notes that while the power company is aware of the frustration residents experienced, she says it is also important to understand the impact of thunderstorms and lightning. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
murder count to 50. A male's body was found at a home construction site with gunshot wounds. Azure Quant has the details.
It was a gruesome sight to see here as construction workers discovered a body with apparent gunshot wounds. Police were called to the scene here off of Midshipman Road, where they met a lifeless body of a male with an ankle monitor. Now authorities are diving deeper into the circumstances surrounding this murder. Heavy police presence on the scene of Grand Bahama's second murder for the year. A caution tape surrounding the partially constructed building on Bronze Avenue off Midshipman Road. Inside the building, a man with multiple gunshots dead. A hearse could also be seen on the site as officers began their preliminary investigations. Detective Superintendent and Officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department, Darrell Ware Sr., leading the investigation, sharing that the identity of the victim remains unknown.
We cannot say at this time. Like I said, we are in an initial stage of our investigation, and we'll try our best we can bring a speedy conclusion to this case. We are currently in contact with the monitoring center in Nassau, and they're giving us information to assist in this investigation.
Despite the uncertainty, the victim was found wearing black short pants, a multicolored shirt, and a monitoring ankle bracelet.
We are appealing to the general public who may have a loved one lost to contact your nearest police station or dial 911 or the Criminal Investigation Department at 350-3106.
This latest homicide adding to the country's murder count, which now stands at 50, and Grand Bahama contributing 2.
Yeah, there's a second murder of the year. Like as you know, the first one that occurred, that's since been closed. The person responsible for that is currently incarcerated, and we will do our best to try to bring closure to this matter.
Police officials are asking anyone with any information to come forward as investigations into the second murder here on Grand Bahama continues. Here off of Midshipman Road at the latest homicide scene. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Azure Quant, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Aja. In other news, police officials confirming that an investigation is underway after a report detailing the account of an alleged suicide was leaked to the public. Our Jolanda Thompson-Everest speaking exclusively with the officer in charge of the Northern Bahamas and joins us tonight with the latest.
Raven, family, friends, and social media users remain shaken since the alleged suicide of 27-year-old Destiny Hamilton on Guana Key. While an investigation is still ongoing following the recent death, a police report detailing the account of what allegedly happened was leaked via social media. That report describing the scene as well as the testimonies of the 2 persons who saw the victim last, signed by the officer in charge of Abaco. Many residents questioning how could something that should be so confidential get in the hands of the public. Assistant Commissioner of Police Shanta Knowles confirming to ZNS Northern Service that the report was indeed authentic and that an investigation has been launched to find out who disclosed this information.
We are investigating an alleged suicide incident which occurred on Guana Key in the Abacos, and unfortunately a report that was meant only for my viewing in order for me to properly update my upline was somehow sent through social media or on social media. The commissioner is aware of it, and since then he has instructed that an investigation be conducted to determine who could have or would have sent that report through social media.
Knowles explains that the leaked report is being evaluated, but she wants the public to know that it was only prepared for her overview.
It is an authentic report. And we know that it's being critiqued, but the report was only so that I can be updated in order to update the Commissioner of Police.
When asked what is the consequences of an officer responsible for leaking police reports or videos, here's what the officer in charge of the Northern Bahamas had to say.
We will, of course, deal with that officer through our Complaints and Corruption Unit and then eventually through the tribunal if there is sufficient evidence to do so. But definitely we will not let something like this go unpunished. We have social media policy. We talk to our officers daily about the social media policy, what they can and cannot do, and we expect that they will follow the policies, all of the policies that the Commissioner have in place. And so certainly once our team of investigators could determine how this report got to the public, whoever is responsible will have to face the music.
Now, investigations continue into the death of Destiny Hamilton. Police officials say an autopsy is underway that will determine the exact cause of death. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Back to you in studio.
Thank you for that, Jolanda. Well, tonight, the mother of the alleged suicide victim is breaking her silence through a press release. The release making it clear that she is troubled by individuals speaking on behalf of the family. Our Azure Kwan joins us in studio with the emotional release. Azure?
Well, since the alleged suicide of Destiny Hamilton Elder, some persons have come forward speaking to several media outlets demanding justice for Destiny and calling for authorities to do a proper investigation, adding that the story of the young woman's death did not add up. Well, tonight, the mother is making it clear that no one was given authorization to speak on behalf of the family, and such unwarranted scrutiny resulted in vitriolic attacks. In this emotional message, Destiny Hamilton Elder's mother, Gladys Hamilton, addresses the public for the very first time since Destiny's passing, expressing deep concern over unauthorized statements made on behalf of the family and the release of sensitive details to the media. Destiny passed away on May 9th, 2024, and according to the statement, her family had hoped for privacy and sensitivity during this difficult time, but found themselves thrust into the spotlight as individuals without authorization spoke out in the media. Destiny's loved ones have endured immeasurable additional pain, compounded by unwarranted scrutiny and criticism directed at her husband and college friend. Acknowledging the Royal Bahamas Police Force's efforts to address the wrongful release of sensitive information, the family is now focused on allowing authorities to conclude their investigations so that Destiny, affectionately known as Natalia and the city, can rest in peace. The statement adds that in the face of profound sorrow, the family extends heartfelt gratitude for the overwhelming outpouring of love and support from Destiny's devoted followers worldwide. They ask for continued thoughts and prayers and understanding as they navigate this dark chapter in their lives. According to police reports, around 8:30 a.m., the 27-year-old was discovered with a laceration to her wrist in a home bathroom in Guanakee, Abaco. Now, Raven, as other news outlets initially reported on this tragedy, it's now crucial to recognize the mother's official statement, which clarifies the family's stance and plea for privacy and respect during this challenging time. Reporting in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Azure Quant. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Azure. When we come back, hear how the Ministry for Grand Bahama is gearing up to host a contractors workshop. That story, sports, and a whole lot more in the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition returns.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come and see the cabinets and countertops in stock now at Specialty Kitchen and Bath, number 16 Oak Street. Phone them at 688-9661.
Unwind every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Prop Club at the Grand Lucayan Hotel. Enjoy tasty food specials on draft beers and house specialty pizzas. The Prop Club, the best place to meet friends and enjoy happy hour.
For designer shoes, sandals, handbags, and accessories, visit Steppin' Out, top of the hill, Mackey Street, or WhatsApp 727-9098. Shipping available throughout the family of islands. Steppin' Out when you want to put your best foot forward.
The Grand Bahama Utility Company Water Department is calling all customers in High Rock, McLeanstown, Gambier Point, Freetown, Rocky Creek, Bevanstown, Turtle Cove, and Pelican Point to come meet their representatives May 23rd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the High Rock Administrator's office to discuss accounts and easily pay water bills on site.
Visit the Seafood Hub for signature seafood dishes, shrimp, conch, lobster, fish, salmon, with a variety of specialty rices. The Millennium Mall, phone 533-9597.
Come shop at Pennyworth Variety Store, now open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Located number 9, Justin's Plaza, Martintown, 8 Mile Rock. Pennyworth Variety Store. Shop smart, pay less. Phone 821-6269. Chino T.
Something just ain't right. That ain't no mosquito.
Elon Musk. Don't miss the best of the best. Turks and Caicos Islands, June 27th through 30th. TCI. Be there.
B&B Galaxy Waste Management Company is a family business established in 1980 by the late Stephen Roll. As a young black entrepreneur, he was contracted by the Grand Bahama Port Authority to manage the wastewater treatment plant here on the island of Grand Bahama. His wife and son has taken his vision and business to another level.
Today, B&B Galaxy is one of the leading waste management companies with services in septic tank, grease trap, and marine pumping, blowing storm drains, sanitary wells, unclogging drain lines, portable toilet rentals, sanitation and janitorial services, and hand wash stations. With services in Grand Bahama, Abaco, and New Providence,
call us at 352-7869 or visit us at number 14 Oak Street, Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Ministry for Grand Bahama is gearing up to host a contractor's workshop to show local businesses on the island the process of registering, bidding, and the steps after submitting a bid for government contract jobs. Faraj Roll, chairman of the Tenders Committee at the Ministry for Grand Bahama, explains.
Where we want to sit down with all the contractors around Grand Bahama and show them the process of the e-procurement portal. What we have noticed, a lot of our contractors on the island are not aware of how the portal operates, how the portal works. And so what we want to do is we want to sit them down, we want to ask them to bring their business license, their tax compliance certificate, bring your laptops, and we're going to sit here and have a workshop.
Now, the ministry is calling for all contractors, whether licensed with the port or government, to take part in this event.
It's for all contractors, whether you want to do electrical work, you want to do construction. We want to bring all the contractors in the room, plumbing, because we have a number of opportunities that are available in the portal. We have a lot of persons that are believing that if you don't have a port license, you cannot get a job with the government. And that's not true. Because we have opportunities that are available in the west, we have opportunities available in the east, and we have opportunities in the city of Freeport. And so we would like for you, even if you just have a government business license, still come.
The workshop is set to take place on Friday, May 17, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Grand Lucaine Resort Royal Palm Room. Well, stay with us. A check on your weather is up next.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinary.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Hungry? Save the day with this hack. The tastiest hack is no longer a secret. Order 2 medium one-topping pizzas from Pizza Hut Freeport for only $22. Enjoy Pizza Hut while spending less all the way to the crust. Visit us at the store, carry out, or delivery. 2 medium one-topping pizzas for only $22. Call us at 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport. Enjoy all the way to the crust. Pizza Hut Freeport.
Tired of the endless bank fees and long lines? The Grand Bahama Cooperative Credit Union is the solution to making your money work for you by providing you with free financial counseling, higher interest on savings plans, and lower interest rates on loans. Savings products such as Christmas and vacation clubs, fixed deposits, and annuity savings allow our members to prepare for today and tomorrow without all of the hassle. With GBCCU 352-4139.
Nassau, Bahamas, we are coming. I'm Dr. Rod Hepburn from Jump Ministries Global Church, and we're coming with a prayer breakfast. You heard me right. A prayer breakfast that will begin at 7 a.m. in the morning. We got a special surprise and a special launch.
But here's the kick. It's only for the first 100 people who register.
So if you're 101, I'm sorry, that one person you can't come in.
Don't wait till the last minute.
Don't wait for the last minute. May the
26th
be there and get blessed.
The origin of the Expo event started with the idea of thinking, how could we connect our local Bahamian entrepreneurs or persons wanting to explore entrepreneurship with the significant growth spurt that we are about to experience in the tourism industry in Grand Bahama. We have seen so much during our travels, and we wanted to bring some of what we saw to the Bahamian people. Another very important reason for having this business expo is to allow those persons who may see a unique opportunity to be able to respond to Carnival's request for interest in excursion operation. It is Grand Bahama's turnaround season. This is the time to dream big and set strategic goals to accompany your dreams. Because a dream without a strategy is only a dream.
That was Port in a Minute, brought to you by the Grand Bahama Port Authority.
Be sure to tune in next time for more updates.
That's a look at stories making news. Here's a check on your local weather forecast, sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Don't go away. A check on our Facebook friend is up next.
It's your time to taste the grand life at the newly restored Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill at Grand Lucayan. Grand Bahama's premium sports bar, hangout, and entertainment hub. Available for special events. Stop in 7 days a week and join the successful business professionals, sports fanatics, foodies, and friends at the most pristine stretch of beachfront in Freeport. The ultimate party spot. Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill. Now open 7 days a week, Sunday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to midnight. Special guest artists from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's also Karaoke Friday and Friday and Saturday happy hour. Drinks and food special at Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill, located at Grand Luke Hyatt.
Call us today to book your parties, weddings, and special events.
At Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill. Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill.
Hey there, welcome back to Health Bites. Are you having trouble sleeping? Today we're going to be talking about supplements to help with sleep that aren't melatonin. One of the most underrated supplements to help with sleep is magnesium. Not any type of magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate. Magnesium helps you to get a deeper, more restful sleep and can also help with symptoms of anxiety and depression. Ashwagandha is an ancient herb that helps your body better manage and adapt to stress, promotes relaxation, and it can even help reduce stress hormones that can lead to weight gain. L-theanine is an amino acid that has a calming effect on the body that can help you to get a more deeper, restful sleep and also helps to promote mental clarity and focus. If you need help getting a better night's sleep, stop by your nearest Fitness Connection location or shop online at shopfitnessconnection.com.
JMC Gaming TCI, JS Events Freeport, and Shisha Lounge TCI present the best of the best Turks and Caicos and Bahamas concert weekend. June 27th through 30th. Thursday, day one, the People's Rush at the Fish Fry at 7 p.m. Featuring the We Funk Chunkanu Group with special guests, Saxon's Brass. Friday, day two, Casino Royal Day from 1 to 4 p.m. Friday night, the Welcome Party at Shisha Lounge from 10 p.m. Featuring TCI's Most Wanted, DJ Shay, DJ Young Squad, and the Prime DJ. Saturday, day three, Day Away Beach Party. Noah's Ark from 12 midday to 4 p.m. Then Saturday night is the best of the best concert, Grace Bay Village, from 9 p.m. Featuring live from TCI, Brad, Mikey and Kool-Aid, Gemma, Barbara Johnson, from the Bahamas, D-Mac, KP, Chino T, Elon Mopsy, Veronica Bishop, Sweet Emily, Nishi Ellis, Uffy, and Stevie S. For more info, phone 649-231-0018 or email comegowithmeweekend@gmail.com.
Your number one news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Nurse Shanice Pinder, we are celebrating you as our Facebook friend tonight. We say thank you for your contributions to the health of our community. And that is going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team, I'm Raven Davis. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, teen alleged killers charged. Optimism headed into new budget. Cause of Coral Harbor fire revealed. And in sports, Wong on track to recovery. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Makush Lopinder, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. Another family grieving the loss of a loved one tonight as police mount an intense investigation into the country's latest homicide. Devontae Hanna leads us off tonight from Augusta Street.
Daylight, a 22-year-old father has been shot and killed on Ferguson Street, becoming the country's latest homicide victim and the third within his family over the last year.
I am so depressed right now. I don't know what to do or what to say. That's the third loss.
Family members unofficially identified the victim as Brandon Adderley, who was known to police and at the scene was found with a loaded firearm. This according to Police Press Liaison Chief Superintendent Chrisling Skippings, who says the victim, along with a friend, was blocked off by a second car while driving a silver SUV left riddled with bullets.
3 masked males two of whom had handguns, one of whom had a high-powered weapon, exited their vehicle and opened fire on the victim's vehicle, which resulted in the two males attempting to flee. They exited their vehicle and were pursued by the three masked male, which resulted in being fatally shot multiple times.
The second victim was transported to hospital where his condition is unknown. Thursday's incident marking the 51st homicide of the year, a stark increase as compared to last year. By June of 2023, the country had only recorded 50 murders. National Security Crime Consultant Dr. Carlos Reed maintains this is the sad reality now facing the country.
This culture that we have is that we don't know how to take loss. A lot of what we are seeing on our street is retaliation, tick for tack. You get me, I can get you, and if I can't get you, I can get somebody close to you. We got to break the system.
With police on high alert, family members of the victim are left heartbroken, wishing the victim had heeded their warnings.
But I just finished talking to him just now. When I reached home, one SC come in the yard. I couldn't get the license plate, but I told him, I said, my spirit ain't feel good, but you going to... He laughed and he told me, Annie, I coming right back. I'm feeling good with a loss like that. I am very tired and frustrated. Their mother died. So they was like in my care, and they daddy and they auntie them.
Tonight, police are making an appeal to members of the public for assistance in closing this case by calling Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
Well, thanks, Devontae. Emptiness, coldness, anger, but mainly shattered. A roller coaster of emotions parents of two teen murder victims and their alleged perpetrators have been wrestling with in recent days. Today, the accused appearing in court to be formally charged with the crimes fresh off the heels of their arrest. Police are convinced 18-year-old Amos Street resident Carlson McIntosh, a.k.a. Carlson Smith, intentionally and unlawfully killed Ricardo Bridgewater Jr. on Thrushes Avenue here in New Providence early Saturday morning. As the story goes, a 15-year-old boy was sleeping inside his Smith's Lane, Wolf Road home when someone forced open a bedroom window and opened fire, shooting the juvenile multiple times. The boy died on the scene. More than a dozen witnesses to the crime appear on the docket, all police officers. McIntosh, who was not required to enter a plea to the charge, was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until September 19th. Also appearing in court today, a 15-year-old whose name is being withheld as he is a minor. He too, though, is charged with murder. And this one late Friday night, police say the victim in this case was shot dead on a basketball court at school. While the injured teen was rushed to hospital, he died soon after. Along with murder, the alleged perpetrator in this particular matter faced additional charges of 2 counts of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, while a 16-year-old co-accused was charged with accessory after the fact. Both defendants also remanded to the adolescent unit of BDOCS until service of a voluntary bill of indictment on August 27th. Well, we shift our attention now to a story of another kind, this one impacting all ministries in terms of who gets what as the government looks ahead to the upcoming fiscal period. Though very much tight-lipped on the 2024-2025 budget, Minister of Economic Affairs, Senator the Honorable Michael Alquita, says the Davis administration set out with a goal, and he believes it is realizing some success. His comments come weeks after credit ratings agency Moody's affirmed in its periodic review of the Bahamas that the local economy is improving. Moody's credited the government's commitment to economic and fiscal reforms in the past decade to reducing the country's high debt burden.
When we came to office, we developed a multi-year plan to get the finances back in order coming out of COVID. We've made some good progress. I think I can say we continue to make progress, and we look forward positively to the upcoming year. And I think, well, I know that the Prime Minister will put some more, flesh it out some more, but just to say that I think we've made some good progress, and the future looks positive for us.
Well, senators debating two judicial bills in the upper chamber today, the trial by judge alone bill and the Supreme Court amendment bill. Opening the debate, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder, noting that the legislation will facilitate the timely and effective administration of justice, as well as enhance efficiencies within the system.
The ability to try accused persons in the Supreme Court within a reasonable time is often impacted by various factors, including the availability of jurors. Jurors are sometimes unavailable because they're self-employed, like you, my friend, or where they're employed, their employers, even though not right, are unwilling or unable or cause the difficulties in attending juries. Moreover, jurors themselves are often reluctant to serve because of fear of recrimination from persons on whose cases in which they sit. They're scared of retaliation by sitting on a jury. That's a fact.
Well, it's the first hospital to be built in the Bahamas since 1953. The new state-of-the-art medical facility here in the capital will provide extensive health care services, increase property value, and is environmentally friendly. A second town hall meeting to engage the community in this project is underway at Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. Lloyd Allen joins us live with more details. Good evening, Lloyd.
We're here for round two of the town hall meeting for the New Providence Hospital, now being held at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. Now, again, this is a second round of this session that first the other night was held at the Stapleton School. A number of questions arising from many Bahamians concerned about the project, which comprises of about $290 million and is set to come from a Chinese loan. Now, of course, tonight, organizers are reminding the public that it's all about feedback, which will help them to make this project more effective. In addition to that, they've also created this form that comes with a QR code that allows persons to scan and provide feedback as it relates to this event. Now, of course, we'll have more details coming from this event in a later newscast, but for now, reporting from the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen. Makushla.
Well, thanks, Lloyd. In other news this evening, firefighters working throughout the night to extinguish wildfires impacting the Coral Harbor area of New Providence. The blaze has been burning since Monday, with firefighters battling raging flames on the western side of the airport, leading to Frank Watson Boulevard. According to Assistant Police Commissioner Damian Robinson, authorities have since discovered the cause.
After the fire since burned out, we noticed that there's a number of discarded glass and bottles in that area. We believe that those might have been the cause of the ignition of those fires. You know, it's the dry period and it's pretty hot, so those bottles in the middle of those bushes, they act like magnifying glass. Once heated, they will start those fires.
Well, Abaco, Andros, and New Providence have all been hit. Scant rainfall in the first half of the year, leading to extreme dryness, and that dryness making pine forests susceptible to the ravages of fire. Speaking to the issue in the House of Assembly just this Wednesday, State Minister for Disaster Risk Management Leon Lundy says the incidents underscore the pressing need to safeguard natural resources and, by extension, communities. Lundy also strongly advised residents in the affected areas to take their own safety measures to protect health and property.
By wearing N95 masks when outdoors, keep windows closed, stay hydrated, and stay indoors when possible to avoid exposure to smoke and ash. Additionally, residents are encouraged to create buffer zones around their properties by clearing away brush, dead leaves, and other flammable materials that can help to stop the spread of fire to your property. Together, let us forge ahead with unity, resilience, and unwavering resolve.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
At Commonwealth Bank, we offer affordable and flexible choices to get you back to financial fitness. Our personalized debt consolidation solution is built to fit any financial situation. One easy-to-handle monthly payment reduces your monthly expenses and gets you back on track to savings. Life is great when you're not weighed down by debt. Consolidate and live your best life with Commonwealth Bank, your leader in personal banking services.
It's so radical. New, the Kentucky Pizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. It's so new. It's so radical. Order your Pizza Sandwich now at kfcnassau.com. It's finger-licking good.
We're all in this boat together. It takes a team to do it. It doesn't take one person or 3 people, 5 people. It takes a team of people to pull this thing off.
We have about 72 employees in Freeport, and the rest are in Nassau, Abel-Kona, Luthra, a total of over 165.
A lot of people are not aware that Sans is brewed here in the Bahamas. It's made, it's produced here in Grand Bahama Island after Dorian, and especially during the pandemic. Every time I saw a bottle of beer, every time I saw a Sans product, it represented resilience.
The only thing I can say to the Bahamian people is to support your own.
All of us are in this boat together, our staff, the country, everyone. And we've been through a lot of rough patches, taking on water, bail the water out, and now it's time to be sailing forward. And we need everyone's support to make that happen.
What Boss Man was saying in the back there just now. About what? The luncheon? Why you always worried about food? No, about how we gotta pay a little more for national insurance. Mildred, you talking fool. I can't afford to pay that. And you're always crying, palm out. Ain't gonna be much. Boss still gotta pay. 1st of July, 2024. I think that terminal benefit is what did help my boy Tony through the pandemic. That same unemployment benefit. And guess what? What? Susan, I think she'd get a pregnancy benefit, eh? You mean maternity benefit, eh? So now, we gotta do our part to make sure we get our pension. All right, well, let me try and go back to agency, boss man.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
This is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready, simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars in Oaksville, Carmichael, East Street South, and the Charles Sanders Highway. See Little Caesars BS on Facebook and Little Caesars Bahamas on Instagram for more info.
Pizza.
As promised, a diverse, original programming, now a part of the ZNS suite of productions with the newest community development series titled The Heartbeat. Our Lloyd Allen shares more from that show that aired exclusively on ZNS last evening.
Last evening, a ZNS exclusive program highlighting International Day of the Family. According to ZNS General Manager Clint Watson, the heartbeat is all about zeroing in on problems and finding solutions. The 2+ hour-long discussion held at Breezes Resort included professionals who educated the public not only on the types of abuse, but what can be done to protect victims. One of them, 35-year-old Petra Curry, recounted a story of repeated violence at the hands of her former boyfriend, who nearly ended her life by driving a vehicle over her at a high rate of speed, not once, but twice.
He called me to the road and he said, "Come here." I went to him. He said, "Go back and get the baby." I went and get the baby and I brought her. I said, "What happened?" And he asked me, he said, "Where you been?" I said, "Been out looking for a dress because that day was my best friend's birthday. I'm looking for something to wear." He said, "You ain't been out nowhere. You been with man and this and that." And then that's when he headbutted me. He slapped me, and then he, June 28, 2020, he stabbed me 3 times in my back with the scissors. And he went to the court. He was charged. The court gave him a fine of $800 or spend 3 months in prison. The fine was paid to...
He paid a fine for stabbing you 3 times with the scissors?
In my back with the scissors, yes, sir.
Continue.
After the fine was paid, he was released from prison, and he called, he said he wanted to be in his daughter's life. He promised that he's going to change, and I made back up with him.
A number of panelists adding to the conversation of violence, one of them, Assistant Superintendent of Police Kendra Wims, who spoke on the operations of the Bahamas Police Domestic Violence Unit, which targets cases like that of Curry.
It's working. It's working. From Petra case to today's date, when persons come into the unit, they are assisted because it's a safe space.
Parenting shortfalls also highlighted on the show, where parents are charged for neglect or abuse. Senior social worker Kaylisa Simmons says the problem is normally attached to trauma.
One of our topics that we do with our parents is the power of forgiveness. That's our first topic. But because we find that a lot of our parents have experienced some type of trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma, and it has affected their parenting skills.
And it translates on hurt people.
The Heartbeat is among a number of shows now in the pipeline by the Department of Social Services. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
All Social Services, Information and Broadcasting Minister, the Honorable Miles Larota, says the show was critical to highlighting cracks in the system, while National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Munro, adds that the plan remains in place to rebuild B-Docks to minimize security risk.
Before you could deal with the problem, you have to admit that there is a problem. We all know that the most important unit is the family unit. When the family unit breaks down, the country breaks down.
That's right.
And this country is only as strong as the weakest family unit.
One of the reasons when we started that I was so passionate to build this facility, that this new correctional facility is one. They'll have a Supermax section. That's for the fellas who need to be isolated from the rest of the population. It's steel cell, so even if you have a phone, the transmission isn't.
Tributes continue to pour in from all corners as the country remembers former parliamentarian and elder statesman A. Loftus Roker. Tonight, Corval Pyfrom brings us tributes from a group of gentlemen who got to know Loftus Roker through one of his most cherished pastimes.
We're learning a lot about the patriot, the nation builder, founding father, A. Loftus Roker, since his passing this week. To these group of domino players, and yes, for those of you who may not know it, Roker loved playing dominoes. Up until just about his last day, he slammed with these guys. Tyrone Darling, Keith Toot, and Maxwell Cartwright got to know Roker well over the years, playing dominoes regularly at Potterski Dock.
It was really hard because it's like we wouldn't see the Mercedes anymore, and it's like a big loss for the country because he is one of the guys that actually, you know, bring the country to where it is from Mr. Pillen time to now. It's a big loss.
And Mr. Roker was actually a member.
I'm going to miss him, man. I know where he's going now. I think he's in a better place, and he's really need that rest because he gives the country his heart and soul, man.
And former Senator Jamal Moss, a new generation of political aspirations, who counts himself among the lucky to have been mentored a little by a political giant.
After my term, I still stay in contact with Mr. Roker. Whenever I call him, if I don't get him, I leave a message on his voicemail, and then he will return the phone call back. So that's one of the things I respect about him, because he always said that, you know, if you get in politics, whenever people call you, if you can't make the phone, if you cannot answer it, always return the phone call back. And so that's something for a person of his age to be keeping up.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pfeiffer.
Well, we still have more news to come, but Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
This evening, we'll take a look and see who's going to the championship round as GSSA Soccer continues. That's all ahead in sports.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
A decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Simplified Lending, we know that your time is precious. So we've unscrambled the loan process, making it fast and hassle-free. You can have your answer in as little as 24 hours. When you qualify, we simplify. We are the best borrowing solution for tuition, home renovation, vacation loans, emergency medical expenses, purchasing a vehicle, and for business expansion loans. Simplified Lending for simplified living. Call us today or find us in the R&D Plaza on JFK Drive.
Today's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road warehouse clearance sale. Up to 50% off under the Big Tent only. Going on now. Everything under the tent must go. School uniforms, character raincoats, socks, fabrics and laces, backpacks, lunch bags, threads, zippers, ribbons, hair bubbles, and much more. Everything must go. Up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off. Save on selected school uniforms now. Restrictions may apply. Hurry into today's Chesapeake Road 10 warehouse clearance sale. No exchanges or refunds on the items on sale. All sales are final.
Here in the Bahamas, we love our food. From savory conch fritters to refreshing coconut water, our cuisine reflects our vibrant culture and abundant natural resources. But as our population grows and global challenges like climate change loom, ensuring food security is more critical than ever. We at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources want you to play your part by supporting local farmers and fishers.
Passionate Bahamians have evangelized for years about the need to feed ourselves.
Together, we can reduce our carbon footprint and promote economic resilience within our communities. Let's honor our traditions, protect our environment, and ensure that the flavors of our Bahamas endure for future generations.
Bahamas,
Let's work together to lower our food import bill. Food security is in our hands.
Food security is in our hands.
Good to go. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
This familiar face has been a staple on our TV screens for as long as we can remember. But did you know he's also an avid backyard farmer?
And over time, because of course you grow up, you start developing families, you start to educate yourself, and all of those sort of pulled me away from it. However, about 6 years ago, I realized that retirement was around the corner and I would need something to do to, one, keep me active and to also do something that can be very productive. And I thought backyard gardening was the thing to do.
From there, he cleared a 20 by 20 area in his yard and began his farm.
With the help of my neighbor next door, Mr. Humphrey Simmons, he was kind enough to bring his backhoe in and clean up the spot for me, and also provided the first set of soils and 2 banana suckers that I began with in my banana patch. And as you can see in the background, if you can, there are quite a number of bananas and banana suckers, and it's been producing over the last 6 years, and it provided me and my family and also friends and neighbors in some instances to provide them with a hand of banana here and there.
He then decided to venture into vegetables.
You know, the food store is right around the corner, and I spend lots of money because I like fresh vegetables. And I found out that lettuce is a very easy crop to grow, and it's a fast turnaround crop. Within about 6 weeks after planting your seedlings, you can start plucking those leaves from the perimeter of the plant, and you can allow them to grow a little longer. And it provides you with a good quality lettuce. And what I found with the lettuce that are locally grown is that they last a lot more longer in the fridge than the ones you purchase from the food source.
He describes backyard farming as a therapeutic activity he enjoys in his downtime.
Right, it makes you feel good, and especially at harvest time, to see that the fruit of your labor has reached to the point that you can now enjoy them. So those are some of the things that I enjoy, and I will continue to do this as long as I possibly can.
And for those wanting to start a backyard farm of their own, he offers this bit of encouragement.
It's a great savings at the end of the day. If every 6 weeks you get in fresh crops of lettuce, so for another couple of weeks you may have to stop to the food store and buy a head of lettuce or 2 to carry you through until your next crop is ready. Another thing you can do is plan them in such a way that you have a continuation of a lettuce supply.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
No changes to the Valley Boys Junkanoo Group's leadership. A statement issued today also denies rumors of any such changes to the group's executive committee or section leaders. As the Valley Boys gears up for the upcoming Junkanoo season, the group remains resolute in its commitment to excellence, camaraderie, and the preservation of the country's cultural heritage. Well, the Progressive Liberal Party's men's branch making a special donation of food supplies and money to the Bahamas Association for the Physically Disabled. The organization, which serves as a school for children with physical disabilities, relies heavily on the government support and aid from private donors. Social Services Minister, the Honorable Miles LaRoda, is encouraging more organizations to follow this example.
The government can't do everything, so we encourage the Bahamas and companies there in this jurisdiction to continue to do efforts like this. I sent out a challenge to the other organizations to do likewise.
Even though we're a part of a political organization,
We're an outreach, and we're men that want to see organizations such as this one continue to thrive.
Taken on a tour of the Dolphin Drive facilities where they got to interact with students and see firsthand the work done there. Board member Patricia Francis says the assistance will help the organization meet a great deal of its needs.
Thank you profusely for this donation. As you said, it will go a long way in assisting us because we provide meals for our children twice a day and the staff. The check for sure will assist us in not just buying food, but buying other items that we require every day.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go into any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildfire enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamassales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. So today I'm here to tell you about our price match guarantee. If you find any of our products for a lower price from any of our competitors, we guarantee we will beat the price. Whether you shop online at cbsbahamas.com, at CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road, or at CBS in the Southwest Plaza, we guarantee we will beat the price. Speak to a store manager today or shoot us an email to take advantage of our price match guarantee.
Students were honored for participating in the 4th annual Majority Day Rule video competition. They received awards for producing videos with a focus on the theme celebrating Bahamian pioneers, architects of freedom and progress. Minister of Education Glenys Hannah Martin congratulated the filmmakers.
This morning, a student will be awarded the winning prize for creative work that is research-based in history of our own country. So this is a very important project because it mixes a lot of different modalities, including the creative energies with filming, etc.
Loretta Butler Turner, granddaughter of the event's honoree, Samala Butler, encouraged the students to celebrate their own history.
It is such an esteemed honor to stand here on the shoulders of persons such as my grandfather, Sir Milo, Sir Arthur Hanna, Dame Doris Johnson, and so many others. It is so important that you and the work that you've done that has been collated, that will be passed on to the National Archives, that we use this for the enrichment and also the future education of other students like yourselves. I encourage each of you to celebrate your own heroes within your families. There are so many unsung heroes. Delve into your personal history. Get to know the contributions they have made. We have the most beautiful country in the entire world, and each one of our ancestors has helped to make this Bahamas what it is today.
Fair Talk. I am Denise.
Marco City member Michael Pintard expressing concern over the government's plans to construct a new $200 million hospital in Grand Bahama, a structure he likened to a clinic.
By their own words, Madam Speaker, phase one of the project is going to be a clinic. I mean, you know, Grand Bahamians are sick and tired of the, you know, the way in which they package information that don't truly reflect what they're doing. So in the first phase, that's going to, we don't know for how long, they don't know when they're going to break. They're going to seriously begin construction on the project in a meaningful way. They don't know when phase one is going to be complete.
In response to the project's timeline, here's what the Health and Wellness Minister put on the record of the House of Assembly Wednesday.
As we speak, the tower for the hospital section of the Freeport campus is in the final design phase, which is a design build, which means that members at Durand Memorial Hospital is playing an intricate role in what the multi-story would look like and how they will function in it. And I'm very pleased that it's moving extremely well with the Beck Group. They're doing a good job. And I encourage him to continuously monitor the grounds and just see exactly how it's progressing.
Just drive past that.
As far as the timeline, we intend to turnkey for phase one and phase two, which will be an emergency care facility with massive diagnostics, nuclear medicine, MRI, and CTs by June of 2025, while the multi-story will be going up as well. So stay tuned, because the strategy and the plan is already set. I'm going to go into details with it in the budget debate so that I can be very transparent with the Bahamian people.
Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makishla. We have partly cloudy skies this evening. Temperature very warm at 88 degrees. The relative humidity drying out at 55%. West-northwest winds at 6 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,012.6. That's 29.90 inches. And your temperatures around the islands this evening. 80 degrees in Marshall, Abaco. They have some rain showers going on right there. 83 in Greenville, Key, Abaco. Freeport, Grand Bahama, 83 degrees as well. In the Berry Islands, 85. Allenstown, Bimini, 80. 83 in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera 82, 88 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros, Camp Space on Andros, Black Point, Exuma at 90 degrees in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key, the mercury column at 83 degrees, Georgetown, Exuma, also 83 degrees. And as we take you to Ragged Island, it gets a little warmer again, 86 degrees in Ragged Island, Clarence Down, Long Island, and the Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Megawana at 82, 87 degrees in Acklands, Matthewtown, Unagua, 82 in the Turks and Caicos Islands at 85 degrees. Now, your boating forecast for tonight in the northwestern islands, the winds are going to be south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots, with the wave heights at 2 to 4 feet. Low tide takes place at 9:54 tonight. And in the central and southeastern islands tonight, you can have a more southeast to south component at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights also at 2 to 4 feet. Now, tomorrow, for all areas, and that's going to be right through Saturday, we're going to have those light and variable winds with flat seas over the ocean. Low tide will take place at 10:26 in the morning, with your high tide at 4:39 in the afternoon. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Rolstar Assurance.
I ain't going back. I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back. She done give me heart attack, Jack. I ain't going back. It's not often I get the chance to have what I call a real romance. Hugging and kissing all the time. Getting roach even on my mind. Till one night it had to be fate. Man in my bedroom eating off my plate, you know.
For your international temperatures, brought to you by Rolstar Assurance. So stay tuned. The extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
Mother's Day is coming up, and I'm thinking about upgrading my kids' mother's kitchen.
Man, I thought your children's mother was married to another man. You have to know when to let go. This is powerful. You know what? I'm going to upgrade my wife's kitchen for Mother's Day. I am sure she would love that.
I think so too. Check out Contractor Bahamas. They're having a pre-Mother's Day sale, 35% off store-wide starting April 16th through May 16th. The Sandy Port Plaza, Freeport, Albuquerque, and Iloop.
The prices are just lower with the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow corned beef, 12 ounce, $2.15. Hunt's ketchup, 32 ounce, $2.99. Country Barn mayonnaise, 30 ounce, $3.75. Whole chickens, $2.19 per pound. Sweet mangoes, 2 for $3. Save each day in May at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Here at Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
The most important thing in life is family. And whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
J.S. Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
This year, we were proud to introduce our theme, Under the Sea, and bring awareness to the importance of sustainable fishing and conservation of our amazing marine resources like lobster, the Nassau grouper, and conch. Moving forward, every Boxing Day, the group will focus on a new cause as aligned with our key brand pillars and engaging an iconic Bahamian musician to create and perform a song to promote that cause.
Protecting the environment, right? 35 years as the mayor of the Bahamas.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcel Assault. GSSSA continuing with sudden death playoff soccer action on Wednesday at the Roscoe Davies Field. Seniors taking to the pitch, looking to book a ticket into the championship round. Swanson Gibson was on the scene.
The GSSSA soccer playoffs are well underway. The senior girls and boys battled fiercely in the semifinals yesterday at the Roscoe L. Davies soccer field. In girls action, the C.R. Walker Knights took on the C.B. Bethel Stingrays. The Knights took an early lead during the first half, courtesy of a goal by midfielder Lyric Saunders. That would be the lone goal of the game, as it would be a tight defensive showing throughout. The Knights defeated the Stingrays 1-0 and will face the R.M. Bailey Pacers in the championship. Lyric Saunders spoke about aspirations of repeating as champions and executing their game plan.
It feels good. I like that, so we could be second-time champions. It feels good. Keep playing the game, That's it. We just being confident and aggressive.
For the boys, the Annis Hall Rogers Timberwolves taking on the CB Bethel Stingrays, as the Timberwolves got the best of the Stingrays 2-0. The Timberwolves will meet the Government High Magic in the championship. Timberwolves left wing Gino Bazan expressed his passion for the game of soccer and leaving it all on the field.
I love soccer, you know. I try to do my best for Anatole, you know, so. But I like when I play, you know, I try to play good and I win. I like that. I say, God, thank you, because he protect me in this game.
The GSSA Soccer Championships will take place on Friday at the Roscoe L. Davies Soccer Field. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Swanson Gibson Jr.
Now, shifting gears in a different direction, as tonight we update you on the status of a young Christopher Wong. Now, Wong, who was seriously injured at his school, has since been making his journey towards returning to the track. Charles Fisher tells the story of his latest progress.
It has been a long road to recovery, and just pulling up and getting out of the car Thursday morning was a joy for Christopher.
I reached home about 3 weeks ago on the 25th of April. I wanted to come and just, you know, a few times we passed by the track and I wanted to stop by, but no, it didn't happen, so I'm happy today.
After spending months in Florida at the Cleveland Clinic, going through therapy, the smile on his face said it all. He was back where he wanted to. One of the first things he did was this emotional moment, as if he was getting into the blocks.
Going through my mind was something of excitement, happiness, joy. It's like a feeling as if I could finally touch the track again, just get to see it, touch it, be there, just be in the moment.
As for how the last few months has been?
Recovery has been well. Over at Cleveland Clinic, it was extremely good. Here, it's still continuing and it is going well.
Look like you put on a lot of muscle, the boy.
I have, and you know, looking to definitely trim down, though, to get back here. And hopefully by September and October, I'll be ready to go.
What are the doctors telling you to get back on the track?
My therapist, Miss Kelly, she said that I could start light training, at least on the beach, by the end of May this month.
This process has been a real life lesson.
The injury itself taught me that life is short and you could go at any moment. And getting back shows me that I could do anything if I put my mind to it and the process. You know, when doctors looking at you saying you should be dead or a vegetable, I mean, there's nothing that's impossible with God.
Sharing a very emotional moment with his dad, Keno.
I miss the track, how much I really want to be here, how much I want to compete again. Compete against my competitors that are out here. Just being out here, being able to train again. Just the favorite part about track is to be able to come out and train, because it's not the race, it's what I'm doing to get to the race is what is most important. And I just can't wait to have that process again.
On a jog just to know that he still has it. So if you were looking for a real inspirational story, or a real inspirational person, this young man right here, Christopher Wong, should be one to follow. Chris, you ready to run?
I am.
For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And the New Providence Softball Association doubleheader on the schedule for tonight. This is going to be over at the Bankers Field. Ladies first up, 7 o'clock, Sunshine Auto Wildcats. They take on the Black Scorpions. That'll be followed in the men's feature game, Titans taking on the Renegades. And tennis legend Mark Knowles in town recently, conducting clinics for young, aspiring tennis players. Knowles taking time to talk about his son, who is now playing quarterback for Georgia Tech University.
It's awesome, you know, obviously with my tennis background, for him to be playing quarterback at a big Power 5 school at Georgia Tech. You know, he enrolled early in January. He was a senior in high school, but after he finished his senior year, he enrolled early in January, and he had a great spring, right? For quarterbacks, it's early. It's important to get in there early, kind of learn the system. They just had their spring game a couple weeks ago, played really well. Loves it. The coaching is amazing. So, you know, it's really exciting. You know, I think as hard as I say tennis is, I think playing quarterback is probably the most difficult position in all the sports. So he's embraced that challenge, you know, and we're super proud of him and wish him all the best.
And that's your look at sports here on this Thursday. Don't forget, our Thursday weather is just ahead. Stay with us.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil Initials Drop and Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days. Sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go into any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamashales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
We're coming for y'all again.
Are you ready for the hardest sports show on the market? It's called The Timeout. Sundays on the ZNet Television Network. In our first show, 4 decades of sports in the country.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a Junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars, and then forget about them until the next Members of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
I don't know, but there's all kinds of cars in this parking lot. You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, that's no parking. Look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. That's no parking. Don't park over here. That's handicap. No, you can't park on handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, Boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way park here, bro. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad big broke, and he got a sticker inside. This ain't this mod though. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Your one-stop shop for all things news and entertainment.
Bringing you exclusive content from unique talents you can't find anywhere else.
Keeping you updated with the top stories from across the nation.
And entertained with a variety of engaging content.
All in one place.
With one click.
You mean I can get all this in the palm of my hand?
Yes.
On all my favorite devices? Yes. And with unlimited access to all types of different content.
You won't need to look anywhere else.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital. ZNS Digital, the people's station in your pocket.
We have more than anyone else. We are the most. We are news leaders, and credibility is the order of the day.
Why don't you come to the most? Only the Sun can cover you better than our new digital product with exclusive stories and entertaining content.
We are the most. Community TV page and radio community announcements. The most viewers and listeners in the country.
We have the most years of the human history recorded. There's no archive like ours.
I came back home to bring you even more news and local programming. We're simply the most, the new ZNS.
Hey everyone, it's your boy Vontae, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop.
2 minutes to airtime. I
came back home to make sure you have the most in news and entertainment. We're simply the most.
And I came back home to make sure that you have the most in information, education, entertainment, and inspiration. We're simply the most. The new ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, we still have that slow-moving front boundary across the extreme northwest Bahamas, and that's been providing us some showers and thunderstorms, particularly around the Bimini, Grand Bahama, and Abaco area, and some of it getting into the Berry Islands as well. And Eleuthera is also in the mix as well in terms of